Okay, guys, welcome to this section where I'll be talking a whole lot about targeting. Okay, how to find our dream customers on Facebook. Okay, it's a very big issue. It's a very hot topic, and I'll do my best in this section to dive as deep as I can and dissect the whole stuff about targeting, so you can easily find your customers, people that will buy from you, people that will give you their contact. You can easily find those audiences easily on Facebook. All right, now one of the coolest things about the internet in general, okay, is that it's all called the power of congregation. All right, now groups of people just gather together in little corners of the internet, okay, and this makes life easy for us as entrepreneurs because we can easily start businesses and the chances of we succeeding becomes easy. Why? Because it's easy to reach these people because they are segmented. They chose where they want to be. They are segmented. When I say congregation, I don't mean a church. Of course, a church comes to mind whenever the word congregation comes in. But if you look at it deeply, what's a church? A church is simply a group of people gathered together because they share the same belief, the same values, okay, the same doctrine, that kind of stuff, okay. So for example, every Sunday Catholics, we gather together in a Catholic church. Why? Because they share the same value, they share the same belief, they share the same doctrine, they believe in the same kind of things, right? That's the same for the Baptist church. Baptist people will gather in their own church, Pentecostals will gather in their own church, right? Okay, now supposing I have a perfect product to sell to Catholics, where do you think I should drop that product? Where do you think I should go and sell it? Okay, it should be in the Catholic church, right? I should go and drop it in the Catholic audience, right? If I have a product for the Pentecostals, I want to drop that my message, my product message, I want to drop it on the Pentecostal churches because that it has a higher chance of converting, right? All right, so the point is not to teach you how to sell stuff to churches, but it's just for you to understand the power of congregation as it relates to targeting. Okay, Facebook, it's internet for a lot of people. Facebook, it's what people see as internet for a lot of people. There are people that don't go to Google as for a very long time, but they Facebook a lot, so that's their own internet. And on Facebook, people congregate in places. People congregate, segment themselves based on their interest and their behavior. Okay, but so based on this, it's easier, very easy for us entrepreneurs to find people that are likely to buy from us. Okay, it doesn't matter what you do. If you're a hairdresser, if you're a tailor, if you're a mechanic, you're an e-com guy, you sell digital courses, people your target market are on Facebook. And when you understand this concept of congregation, driving traffic becomes really easy. Right now, targeting, it's one of the most crucial aspects of setting up an ad campaign on Facebook. You can have the best ad copy, the most persuasive ad copy. You can have the most attention grabbing image, right? But if you put all of that great stuff in front of the wrong audience, you know what will happen? It will bump. And that's one of the biggest issues of advertisers today. Targeting, they don't really know how to target right. Their targeting is not as top notch as it should be, right? And I'm hoping by the end of this section you will not be part of those frustrated set of advertisers. I hope I'll be able to show some insight into how to work around this and how to push your business forward with by serving the right message to the right audience. All right, so when it gets to targeting, we want to reach the most dedicated, the most zealous, the most ardent part of our market. Okay, the part of the market that is aware of the solution we want to provide. What do I mean? For example, say we want to offer okay, let's say I have a gymming club or I offer gymming classes. I want to reach the part of the market that is solution aware, that is already gymming. Okay, that's how we think in terms of targeting. Want to reach people that are already, they are enthusiasts, all right? They're enthusiastic, all right? So if I have a gymming club, or I offer gymming classes, I want to reach out to people that are already gymming. That's the first place to start, all right? And this is where targeting. This is where we spend the most time when setting up a campaign. We devote the most time to research for targeting, and amazingly, Facebook has made this step a whole lot really easy for me and you, because as Facebook users we do a whole lot of things. We roam around their platform, we like stuffs, we comment on stuffs, we click on ads, and all this we tell Facebook exactly what we are interested in, okay? And we are interested in based on our behavior, okay? The kind of words we use, the kind of keywords we use on our posts, the kind of comments we make, the kind of posts we react to, the kind of ads we click. And even when we leave their platform, it doesn't end there. The Facebook system follows us even outside of Facebook, because by leveraging on the pixels installed on websites, so they can track your behavior even outside Facebook. All right, so and this means that the targeting opportunities on Facebook is just mind-blowing and endless, okay? And for you to really target very well, we make use of something called a checklist. And here's a checklist we make use of here at Traffic Mastery. It's called the Bullseye Targeting Checklist, okay? By the time you're done answering questions on this checklist, then you should be ready with an awesome group of interest to target that are really hot and dying to hear from you, to buy from you, to sink in your message and absorb them. All right, so the questions are: who are your dream customers following right now? Okay, the authority figures they are following, which thought leaders, which influencers, which big brands in your niche are those guys following, right? So before I continue, I want to just give you a brief overview. Okay, the concept of the bullseye targeting checklist is this: you're just starting out the business. Before now, the customer you're looking for, this is a principle: the customer you're currently looking for, someone else already has access to those customers now. That's a fact of life. Okay, if I want to start a fashion brand now on Facebook, before today I decided to start a fashion brand, there is someone else that have been serving people fashion stuff. There's someone or a brand or something. There's a place people go to for their fashion needs before now, right? So the job is to go and get those people from that place. That's just the overview of this checklist. That's what it really does. You want to get people that are already active, people that are already doing this stuff, people that are already enthusiasts, they are zealous, they are dedicated. Okay, you want to get those people. Okay, so the first question: who are your dream customers following right now? The authority figures, the thought leaders in your niche, or the big brands, or the influencers in your niche. You want to research those stuffs out. Okay, the next one is: what do they read, listen to, or watch? Okay, hints: books, kind of books you read, kind of magazines they read, kind of newspapers they buy and read, kind of TV shows you watch, kind of podcasts listening to, the kind of movies your audience read. Okay, you want to find answers to this stuff. Where do they visit for information? Top websites, top blogs in your niche. What are the top blogs? What are the top websites in your niche? That's where your ideal customers, they are hanging out for information. What events do they attend? Conferences, live events, awards, or whatever they are called in your market. You need to be creative here. What events do your ideal customers, people in your niche, what do they attend? Right now, what kind of tools or products do they use? Okay, for example, a lady who is interested in makeup should have a makeup brush to apply them, right? That's a tool. A website designer will use a tool like WordPress, correct? Exactly. So what tools people in your market, what do they use? What kind of products do they use? If you know that, then you have a little bit knowledge of what they do, of their characteristics, and you can target based on that too. where do they live? Okay, anyway, this is another way of asking where can you sell your products or services. The cities, the states, the countries, where can you sell your products or services? That's the answer to where do they live. Okay, the last one is what are other pages liked by people who like the above pages. Okay, so hopefully when you get to this last area, you must have gotten a whole lot of interest and pages on Facebook that are available on Facebook. Okay, so when you get to that point, you want to do what we call a Facebook search. You want to use a Facebook search bar to find other possible pages you might have missed during the research process that will be very useful for your targeting, right? So whether you're a B2B business or a B2C, maybe your business serves other businesses or it serves customers directly, this checklist would help you find your dream customers on Facebook, and you can download it below this section. You can download it. I think there should be a link down here, so you want to download it and keep it, paste it on your workplace, paste it on your wall, so you can always reference it whenever you want to do targeting. Yeah, we go deep down. I'll show you how to find the answers to these questions. And first of all, it's possible we are ideal customer. It's possible we must have been in that show, so we know a little bit of some of these answers. Okay, it's possible we might know someone, maybe our brother, our dad, our friend. It's part of this audience. Okay, it's possible. But regardless of if we are this person or we know someone that should be our ideal customer, right? For we to have really detailed answers, we need to do research. We need to do research. Okay, and this research, because this research, we do it using a combination of Google and a tool called Audience Insight. The tool is available on Facebook. It's a free tool in your ad manager and it's available on Facebook, right? So before we go into inside the ad manager, where I talk to you about, where I show you how to get all these answers to this question on this checklist using Google and the Audience Insight, right? So before going inside the ad manager, where I'm going to show you the exact research process that we use to answer the questions, this checklist. Okay, first of all, I'm going to answer a very critical question when it comes to targeting. How should you target? Do you want to target broad? Currently there are about 20 million Nigerians on Facebook. Should we reach 20 million Nigerians on Facebook at once, or you want to target a narrow audience, a specific audience? Okay, so before I head into the manager telling you what to do, I want to first tell you what not to do, and that's targeting too broad. You want to target too broad. I'll give you reasons why you want to target too broad. This audience will really increase your insights, so you start you begin and you hit the ground running with the right set of information. Okay, Facebook will tell you target broad. They recommend target broad, target broad. Okay, but I'm telling you from my years of experience that you don't want to do that. Okay, you don't want to try that. Okay, you want to be specific. You want to research your audience and you want to be specific. So in the next video, I'm going to tell you the reasons why you should not target broad, why targeting too broad will cost you so much, and the exact number of audience preferably you want to target when you're about to reach cold audiences. Okay, cold audiences are people you reach, people that have never heard from you, and this stuff we're doing here is called interest-based targeting. We want to target people based on their interest, so it's part of the whole cold audience stuff, right? So in the next video, we're going to walk you through which one you should do. Is it broad targeting first of all, or specific targeting? And when we're done with that, I'm gonna enter the ad manager and show you basically how the Audience Insight tool works like. Okay, after that, then we go to the juicy stuff. We go to Google and we answer the questions to these questions one by one, and you see me in real life how we research audiences and possible interest to target for a very hot market right now in Nigeria. Right, stay tuned for that.